Hello, welcome to my little corner of YouTube. I'm also known as Birch, and over here I scam bait. I do it first and foremostly in order to give you guys a heads up, to show you everything that scammers do, but I also do it to waste their time and to make fun of them and give you a little bit of an entertaining perspective. I'm no Kit Boga. I'm no Trilogy Media, but I do my part. And I really hope you enjoy this ride that we're about to go on with a very lazy and confused Tom Ellis. Let's get into it. Now, many of you probably by now know who Tom Ellis is. If you've never seen any of his shows on the BBC, you at least know his Netflix hit, Lucifer. But Tom Ellis has been working since about 2000. He's done a lot of TV greats. So when I came across a Tom Ellis that only had 5 likes and 15 followers, well, of course, I knew this had to be legit. This guy is from the vault. Actually, in fact, almost exactly a year ago, I talked with this fella. He was an actor and other fun things like that, because that's exactly the kind of professional front an actor who does not have a Facebook presence at all wants to give. Let's see. Oh yeah, he had only just created it March 12th. So literally a year ago, he had created this page. I don't even know if it's still up because, of course, I don't have access to it anymore. I do believe it was taken down. But they quite often get these things up and running just as quick as they get them taken down. It's for that reason that it is harder to report them unless they give you banking information or stuff. You can't get to them. And even then, it's hard and they know it. So I rather give information. Anyway. My Tom Ellis. I had made a couple comments on his page, so he decided to come and check me out. If you ever make a comment on a scammer's page, if they are smart, a lot of them either aren't smart or don't care to, but they will check out your page. They will check out your Facebook page, which is why it's important to either have it locked if you live in a country where you can, or at least have it so they can't see most of your information or your friends and whatnot. So I made a comment and he looked on my page. He says, "I see you're LGBT." I said, "Okay. That shouldn't be an issue for you. How long have you been?" Since I was born." "You are such a wonderful and super fan. What's your name and where are you located?" "I am Iafok by name, located down under." This is back when I used to give them information that wasn't true. I was almost playing the game they were. We're coming close to the bait where you'll find out why I stopped telling them I'm from Australia. But right now, I'm in Australia. Just waking, really. "What country is that?" he asks. "Really? How could you forget your visit, not to mention your relationship with the area?" Because of course, Tom Ellis being a Welsh actor, being in the UK, he's been to Australia and many of the other areas surrounding, but the scammers, they don't tend to delve that deep. They just assume you are going to buy the load of shit that they're handing to you. So this is the comment. On his page, he says, in true scammer fashion, I wish I could receive a hello from that sweet lady that truly loves me. So I said, what? You forgot you were married? Only my fans. He comes back with, like, what? And that's the thing, like, I don't even know that this scammer knew that Tom Ellis is married. Hope I'm still your favorite actor, you all. Okay, because that makes sense. I don't know any Brit that talks like that, I said on his page. Ha ha, fair enough, but this is just how I talk. Maybe I'm just a rare breed of Brit you haven't met yet. Well, he is a rare Brit, that's for sure. Or a rare breed? No, not a rare breed. There's so many scammers in the world. I can't even keep track of them all. So he responded to me saying, I am Iafok by name. He said, is that Australia? That's so lovely. Tell me, which of my movie is your favorite, my beloved fan? He sends a love heart and the Korean flag. So I said, the fact it took you a day to ask me if it's Australia, when you should have known what I was talking about, is telling. I'm busy. I'm always busy, he says. Well, my favorite Tom Ellis movie is probably Beauty and the Beast. Because, Tom Ellis was in Beauty and the Beast, both the animated and the live action. And he love hearts it, of course. This particular fellow, I don't think, knows anything about Tom's work. No, it's not that you were busy. You legit have no idea, I said. When I told him about Beauty and the Beast, he said, wow, so amazing. What do you really like about me, my dear? Now, these comments are both, one, him hoping and thinking that he's tricked me, so he's got to get some information about me, keep it going, But it's also because he actually needs more information about Tom Ellis. It is, for some of them, depending on where they are scamming from, they aren't able to Google as much, so they aren't able to look up things, which is why they seem to be stupid. Being a scammer is a stupid profession. Do not get me wrong. However, also don't get it twisted that many of these scammers are savvy. They're street smart. They know how to social engineer. If scamming didn't work, we wouldn't even see scammers around, but it works. People do fall for it all the time. So what he's doing here by wanting to know what I really like about him, he is relying on me, who he assumes is a fan of Tom Ellis, to give him information about the actual actor. So that way he can use that in his next grift. So just be aware, talking to scammer, if you know the scammer is a scammer, try not to give them too much information even about the person who they're pretending to be if it's a celebrity, if that makes sense. Why did you send me a Japanese flag emoji? That's not the flag I would figure that you would send. What do I like about you? I asked. And yes, it was the Korean flag emoji that he sent. I said Japanese again. The less he knows, the easier it is to spot the scam. You know what I mean? Anyway. What do I like about you? Yeah, was his response to my question. I don't even know who you are. Really? Really, I said. Why did you send me a Japanese flag emoji? That's not the flag I figured you would send. Question mark, because he has no clue. What is your question? You seem confused. Sorry, but you're the confused one here, he says. Nah. Are you a bot? I know what's going on. Just didn't understand why you had the Japanese flag in a message to me. It's not the flag of your country or mine. It was an error from me, he says. Okay, that's all you had to say. Calling me a bot, my manchi, I'm far from a bot. And he didn't get back to me, so I said, good chatting with you. He left me hanging for a while longer, so I sent him a picture. Found your flag, I said, with the picture of a Nigerian flag. Well, that got his attention. He's like, question mark, question mark? So I said, morning. Just found a better flag is all. He saw that and then left me for about a month, so I deleted his message. And then he came back to me. Okay, because I had made some other comment that he must have seen, and that got his attention. And I can't tell if he forgot that he was talking to me already or if he just wanted to keep going. I don't know. But he came back. This time, instead of 5 people liking him, he had 7. Hello! Thanks for your likes and comment on my official page. Your activity of support is really appreciated, and I'll continue to do my best to see you all get the very best of entertainment. I also hope you stay safe, question mark. Sorry. I'm trying not to laugh as I read this stuff, but it's pretty out there. Oh my goodness. Of course, anything I can do to make you feel secure in the knowledge of what it is that you are doing. You are highly welcome. I see, just bombing. Drop in an email and then ran away. And bombing is a term that scammers use. I don't know for certain that the IT scammers out of India call it bombing as well. It's definitely a African thing. They throw out a whole bunch of hellos and hi there's in a day, so many, and they see who comes back to them and see who they can get on the line. I do think that's quite possible that's exactly what they're doing with the IT support when it comes to the constant texts that you get from scammers or the emails. They send out thousands, but they only need 1 or 2 bytes in order to get payday. So you got to think about that too. Yeah, this scam didn't work on me at all, but I'm only one of how many people that he was trying to scam. Like, somebody will eventually bite. Oh, snap! I just realized you're the lazy guy I was talking to. I done deleted your, quote, chat, end quote, back when you only had 5 clients and now you've built it up to 7. 7 whole clients. And I sent him another Nigerian flag. Yeah, he'd left in mid-April after seeing the first flag, and then May 14th, he toddled back. And now he's got 17 people. This boy be hustling. Hello, he says. And you can see that Meta is letting me know that I had deleted a previous conversation with this business, and that if I wish to stop receiving messages from them, I can just block them by managing my messages. I wasn't going to block this guy. I had him under control. Yes? You came back after all these months? I was sure you were struck dumb because you never responded. Good to see this isn't the case. So, I said, what, you forgot you were married? On one of his posts. To which he came back, thank you for your love and support. This is my private account that I use to connect with my fans. Heart. Check mark. Please send me a direct message and a friend request. Whatever you do, if you are going to bait these people and you're going to message them, that's one thing. Don't ever send them a friend's request. As soon as you send them a friend's request, they will be able to see everything, regardless of if you locked your profile or kept most of it private. They'll see everything. And they will attack your friends. They will attack your family. They will use any personal data that you have provided on your page. And if this particular scammer doesn't use your information for himself because he doesn't know how to, he can sell your information to somebody that can. So, oh dear, maybe not. You still like to ignore what I say, I see. Because I don't understand you, he says. What don't you understand? Where did I stutter? So I sent him a flag from Iran. I said, okay, well, chat me up later, maybe. And then in Persian, I said, how can I help you? I don't speak Arab. All righty, I said. It's actually Iranian, Persian to be exact. You don't seem to speak English, either as you A, don't talk much, and B, keep saying that you don't know what I'm talking about when I'm speaking English. So, just trying to communicate with you, because I figured I'd go through his oop. Ooh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Technical difficulties. Anyway, I figured I'd go through his a page, and he didn't block, make it so I couldn't see his followers. And he had some people from the Middle East, and he had some people as friends from I don't think there was anyone from North Asia, but there was lots of South Asians. And so basically I'm like, okay, well, if you're going to pretend you're not Nigerian like I know you are, well, we'll talk to you in other languages. And that's where I was trying to go. We're just about at the end of this bait because it kind of went flat after this. But anyway, is there anything you want to tell me? About what, dear? I asked. Nothing, just asking. Okay. Which of my movies is your favorite? He asks again, because, again, he didn't remember who I was. Oh, that's easy. The first time I saw Labyrinth, I was hooked. Because, he was secretly the guy behind the Goblin King who was actually making all of the balls juggle really seamlessly. And he love-hearted it. Wow. And what exactly do you like about me? He asks again. I don't know you, sir, so I couldn't truly say. I suppose it's nice that you're a devoted family man. Again, trying to bring it back to the fact that Tom Ellis is married. Why the hell are you hitting on people? You know? Yes. You agree that's what you like best about Tom Ellis as well? It is an endearing fact, to be sure. Again, you moo omo weary. For fuck's sakes, no wonder you ground no level. And he feigns ignorance again with his two question marks. Really, never have I met a cafe boy as thick as you. And so I said in Korean, why do you play these games? But he never did see it because the page was not available. It would have either been removed by him or Facebook. I don't know which is which. Thank you so very much for joining me, for hopefully laughing with me as I make fun of this incredibly stupid scammer. But mostly, just thank you for being you. Make sure you spread the word out there anytime you learn anything, whether it's from me or any of the other scam baiters out there. Let everybody you know be able to know how to spot and avoid scams and scammers. New ones are popping up every day, but they're all basically recycled from the old poop. You are safe, you are loved, and you are blessed. And I'll see you in the next video.